Hey y'all, Michelle Raza here with the Finding Yourself Book Club. Today we're going to be talking about John Gottman's What Makes Love Last. We've been covering his chapter on how to know when it's time to go. And today we're going to talk about dimension number 2, Me-Ness versus We-Ness. Please do like and subscribe. It really does help us little YouTubers here. Makes a big impact in our lives. And if you get a chance, please check out our website. We're at www.findingyourselfsatx.com. There you can fill out a life balance questionnaire and send it to us. You can also just fill out a contact form or send us an email or even a message through there and we'll be in touch. Your first consult is always free. Thanks for hanging out with me today. We'll go ahead and get started. Dimension number 2, Me-Ness versus We-Ness. Happy couples tend to relate stories where they worked well as a unit. The sense that they are in this together is palpable. Often, their words demonstrate similar beliefs, values, and goals. Here's an example of a couple with We-Ness from the 20-year study I conducted with Robert Levinson. Interviewer: Can you think of a really good marriage you know? Diane: We have one. Adam: I don't know anyone I'd compare to ours. It may sound arrogant, but... Diane: I agree. Interviewer: That's actually really nice. Adam: Oh yeah, we communicate in the same way. We have the same goals. Do things together. I think another thing I'm conscious of, because it doesn't seem to even exist in our kids' marriages as well as as it does in ours. Our grandchildren find us fascinating because we laugh a lot together. Sorry, his syntax was throwing me off. So Adam: Oh yeah, we communicate in the same way. We have the same goals. Do things together. I think another thing I'm conscious of, because it doesn't seem to even exist in our kids' marriages as well as it does in ours. Our grandchildren find us fascinating because we laugh a lot together. Diane: Sharing our weird sense of humor. Adam: We are more than just tolerating, in a sense, enjoying our differences, the fact that we are exactly opposite. Diane: We really are different, but we fit together. Adam: We are more of a whole because of what we have from the other. There's a pride in it because we are complementary to each other. Interviewer: How satisfied do you feel with the arrangement of who does what in your marriage? Diane: Well, I think generally it's pretty satisfactory. Adam: I'm satisfied, yeah. Diane: When I change the linens on the bed, sometimes we do it together. I help him and he helps me out. However, when a sense of we-ness is lost, so moving away from the interview, when a sense of we-ness is lost, partners often describe their history in a way that emphasizes how it affected them individually rather than as a couple. They focus on getting what they want in a zero-sum game. Warren and Chris could be a poster couple for this problem. When the interviewer asked them for a recent example of how they resolved an argument, they describe a conflict over budgeting. Warren's wish list includes a fishing boat, but not the ski boat Krista desires. When the interviewer asks how they reach a decision, they acknowledge that they still have not. They restate their positions without mentioning the other's experience of the disagreement. In the dialogue below, I've bold-faced every use of the word I or mine. Interviewer: How did you come to a resolution? How did you come to some resolution? Krista: I finally said, look, I don't think it's fair that you get a new fishing boat. You've already got one. So we need to get a ski boat first. Then we'll get the fishing boat next year. And I kind of just laid it out like that. And he said, well, we could buy both. But then I said, but that's foolish. And that was the end of it. So right now there's just no decision. Warren: See now, here's a case where it causes some tension, because this is money that I've earned, I've saved, so it's mine, really. All relationships have conflicts that are tough to negotiate. The clue to the dead romance in this exchange is not that they aren't able to resolve an argument, it's why they are stuck in it. They are focusing on me, not we. They are trapped in the Roach Motel, each trying to win. So in other words, they don't see themselves as a unit. So last video where we talked about Gottman, we covered fondness and admiration. Basically, his strategy was to have couples recount their first date together. And depending on whether they recounted a positive or a negative event, kind of tells you the direction in which they're going. It's of course not an exact science, right? But over time, it tends to tell you which couples are doing well or not. And then dimension 2 here is whether they think of themselves as a unit or individuals. So that's another big thing to factor in for you to consider in your own relationship. Are you a team? Are your successes, are his or her successes your successes? Or are each of you separate? How do you feel? Like, do they celebrate your success and vice versa? That's kind of the we-ness part of it. And then when you struggle together, do you feel like you're struggling together, or do you feel all alone? And that's kind of what will help you determine whether it's salvageable or not salvageable. And ultimately, I mean, I think if you want to save your relationship, your first step should be couples counseling. And it doesn't hurt to try. I mean, if you try and it doesn't work anyway, then at least you know you tried. And I know that's probably a little dorky to say, but they're sentimental, big-hearted, but you know, it is hard, and you don't enter, especially like a marriage or a long-term commitment, you don't enter into it lightheartedly, so you shouldn't get out of it lightheartedly. You should really strive and see if there's any way to improve your relationship. The next time we talk about Gottman, we'll talk dimension number 3, a love map of your partner's inner world. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Please do like and subscribe. Also check out our website if you get a chance. And if you'd like to become a client, your first consult is always free. And our rates are really they're, insofar as life coaching goes, I've looked up some coaches that are just astronomical. So ours are actually pretty accessible in comparison. But anyway, reach out, give us a call. And if I only chat with you through YouTube, that's perfectly fine too. Thanks for being here with me, and we'll talk later soon. Take care.